How to increase elastin in your skin naturally. So here's some things that you need to know first. And the fact that you're even looking at this video, you understand how fine lines and wrinkles work. But for those of you who don't know, you need to understand this first. So first, collagen and elastin are interwoven fibers. You cannot separate the two. The reason why the beauty industry emphasizes collagen, collagen, collagen is because the ratio between collagen and elastin is 10:1. So pretend that this is collagen. Collagen is responsible for volume and plumpness, and elastin is that thin line right up above there. So it's 10:1, and elastin is what's pliable. So it gives it that stretchiness and brings it back to its original shape. So if you look at this, this is the elastin of a young person, let's just say. It holds its original shape and it bounces back really easily. Someone whose elastin is worn down a little bit, whether it's by environmental damage or stress or just time, it holds its shape somewhat. It's not as firm as the young person's elastin, and it still has that bounceability, goes right back to its original shape. Now, when that elastin has really worn down, it does not hold its original shape. It doesn't go back. It's still pliable, it still stretches, but it may not go back to its original shape. So that's what elastin does for the skin. So how the elastin, its role in fine lines and wrinkles is when the skin cannot go back to its original shape and you have dynamic wrinkles, that means when you're making an expression, you're smiling, you're frowning, you're squinting over and over, but it disappears when you are expressionless. Those dynamic wrinkles can turn into static wrinkles where when you have an expressionless face, you can still see those fine lines and wrinkles, or those lines and wrinkles. Those are dynamic wrinkles, and that is because the skin keeps creasing over and over, and then eventually it just scars and it has those permanent creases. So that's why elastin is so important for your skin. So here is the bad news about collagen and elastin. Elastin is formed early in life and rarely replenished in adulthood unless it is in the wound healing stage. Collagen volume loss begins as early as the mid-20s, and they lose it about 1 to 2% a year. So by the time they get to the 20 and 40 stage, that's when you start to see the visible damage of collagen and elastin, the collagen volume loss and the elasticity not becoming as pliable. So if you're in your mid-20s to late 20s and you already see fine lines and wrinkles, that is considered premature aging. Part of it could be UV exposure. More younger people are exposing themselves to blue light rays than they ever did when I was younger. And stress. Stress is definitely, I think, a lot higher with younger people. So those kind of environmental factors can definitely age your skin faster. Now, speaking of aging faster, the first 5 years of menopause, that is when a woman can experience collagen loss between 20 to 30%. And this is why a lot of women who come see me for treatment, they say it's as if they turned around and looked in the mirror and their lips got thinner, their cheeks became more sunken, and they just didn't have enough of that volume. So those of you who are watching that are younger and have children, you may want to start these 2 tips that I'm about to share earlier in the life of your children, because that's when most of it is formed when they're younger. And so when they will have more volume and elasticity. So even though there's been quite a few studies on, and focus has been on increasing the collagen production because the elastin comes with the collagen, but remember the ratio is collagen to elastin is 10:1. So there's studies that are now being focused on creating tropoelastin. Tropoelastin is actually the major component of elastin fibers. So that helps stimulate elastin. So that now they're focusing actually on the elastin.